That was the voice of the devil. Justin Roberts of Excalibur by Tony Schiavone and the human suplex machine Taz. And Taz, Kenny Omega, climbed a massive mountain this past Sunday night.
Absolutely, for sure. What a battle. An iconic, heavy-duty battle. Championship on the line, and I'll tell you what, Kenny Omega somehow, some way, as they say, Schiavone, he pulled it off. After what this man has been through, he pulled it off.
Taz, there's no doubt. This surgery, the diverticulitis, it is really a great comeback story, Taz, no doubt.
It really is. I mean, I only could imagine mentally how difficult it was for Kenny while he was out, not knowing Excalibur. Am I coming back? Will I be the same if I can come back?
Yeah, a life-altering illness that nearly cut his career short. So the fact that he was able to compete this past Sunday night and compete, pardon the pun, at such an elite level is an incredible story on its face. But now Kenny Omega, a grand slam, the grand Slam champion here in AEW, having held the AEW World Trios titles, the AEW World Tag Team Championship, the AEW World Championship, and now the AEW International Championship. Kenny Omega, an incredible story all around.
There's no doubt, and because of Takeshita and the Don Callis family, they focused on his midsection, they focused on his intestines, if you will, and he still battled through that, through a lot of pain, and became the champion.
Showed nothing but toughness, heart, and grit. That's what Omega showed.
You know, this is all still so wild to me. Before 2025, I was more than happy just to be able to stand in this ring and say, guys, I'm cleared. I can try doing this again. But what's even more believable and what makes me feel like this is some kind of dream state is now we're barely into the new year. Not only am I back with AEW, but thanks to the support of you fans, the support of our doctors, the support of someone who I never thought I'd be able to call a friend, Will Ospreay. Not only am I back, but I'm back with something that I never thought I might be able to hold ever again, and that's not just a title, a singles title. And though I've listed a whole slew of people that I need to thank for being here, there's one more person that I truly do need to thank, and it's gonna sound a little controversial, but I'm gonna thank you, Takeshita. I'm gonna thank you, Takeshita, because you pushed me harder at the pay-per-view than I ever could have pushed myself. And if it wasn't for you forcing me, dragging me back to that place where I needed to be to stand amongst the top of AEW, I wouldn't have this belt. I wouldn't be able to have this microphone and speak to you people. And Takeshita, there's one thing that you did aside from being a great champion, is that you made this belt a truly international champion. So when our
Why isn't that Sean here? Oh, now it is. That's weird.
boss, when our fearless leader Tony Khan said that he had an idea to come up with the Dynasty Eliminator Tournament, I thought Gee, Tony, that's a great idea because I want whoever has this belt to legitimately call themselves the best on the planet. So you best believe I'm going to be paying close attention to who wins this belt. It doesn't matter what country you represent, what walk of life you represent. I want to face the best. So as closely as you guys will be paying attention to this tournament, I will be watching even closer. And we're kicking things off tonight with a bang. So speaking of a bang, I must bid you all adieu. So goodbye, Fresno. Mwah! And good night, bang!
Well, it's good night for Kenny Omega, the AEW International Champion, but we still have a massive Dynamite to come in National Affair. Orange Cassidy versus the dangerous submission wizard from CMMO. Hechicero, the Beast Mortos, takes on the wild card entrant here tonight. Plus, this Saturday on Collision, Kotsuhiro Shibata, Ricochet, Mark Briscoe, Mark Davis, the winners of those matches, advancing, Tony, to Dynamite next Wednesday night, a four-way match where the winner of that match goes on to Dynasty to face Kenny Omega for the AEW International Championship.
I think it's very apparent that Kenny Omega is going to be a fighting champion.
Whoa. Sorry, Siobhan.
That's okay.
Kenny Omega is lingering a little bit. At ringside, there's the aforementioned Kotsuhiro Shibata who faces Ricochet.
Yeah, he's in the tournament. That's right, on Saturday.
This Saturday at Collision, Shibata and Ricochet, but right now the Ops, Shibata, Samoa Joe, and Hook headed into battle.
Your opening contest is a trios bout set for one fall. Introducing first, Kotsuhiro Shibata.
Pac and Wheeler Yuta, but Shibata
For always keeping an eye on everything. Looks dialed in, he's ready to go. But having mentors like Shibata and Joe is, you can't put money on that, man.
Exactly.
Who's next here? Come on, bring it to him.
Hook.
Oh, Shipsky.
Very simple but elegant move there by Hook as in comes Kotsuhiro Shibata. Big running boot, elbow strike, 2 for 1 there. Needed the midsection. Hooked in the sleeper.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long with that sleeper. He'll wear you out.
And Shibata, the PK on target.
Might be it.
2 straight. Good night.
Here are your winners.
Tournament face the wrestler Kotsuhiro Shibata this Saturday night.
Evolution does not mean that my quest for championship gold is over. No, Fresno. Not by a long shot. And besides, I didn't want that ugly ass robe anyways. But then I look out there and I see Kenny Omega holding the international championship, and it looks pretty, I gotta admit. But then I think, you know what would look even better? The international championship on my waist. You see, that is why I entered Dynasty's International Championship Eliminator Tournament. And Shibata, look, I know who you are. I know everything about you. I know what you're capable of. And that is why I'm giving you the option. I'm doing you the favor and I'm giving you the option, Shibata, to give up, to quit, to forfeit. Do not show up on Collision this Saturday, or I'm afraid of what's going to happen. I'm afraid that you might not have your little translator app to tell the world that you got beat by the man who was destined to hold gold here in AEW. You see, it's still Ricochet's time. That's a promise.
Well, if we know one thing about Kotsuhiro Shibata, there is not an ounce of quit inside that man. But right now, let's take you back to the Crypto.com arena at Revolution this past Sunday night. AEW's Revolution is live. This is my company. Message delivered. A lot more than just the TBS Championship riding on this match.
This is why Mercedes is a great champion. Both of these men know how important.
And he Dynamite, a rematch due to John Moxley's controversial retention of the World Championship. It's a street fight rematch versus the Rated R Superstar Code. And the winner of that match will face the #1 contender, Swerve Strickland, for the AEW World Championship at April 6th. Dynasty from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And immediately following Revolution this past Sunday night, our cameras caught up with the #1 contender, Swerve Strickland.
Swerve, congratulations on becoming the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship tonight at Revolution. Do you know when you want a challenge for the title?
As a matter of fact, I do. 1 year ago, I made history by becoming the first black AEW World Champion. In the main event of Dynasty in St. Louis, and on April 6th, coming up in Philadelphia, I'm going to do it again for the second time.
Dynasty, huh? Man, my neck is sore.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't lose tonight. So there's a chance by the time Dynasty rolls around, I could be the AEW World Champion. You're going to be facing me. And if it doesn't happen before then, and you do become the AEW World Champion, chances are then you're definitely going to be looking at me.
Good.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do, too.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Good luck.
The Rated R Superstar thinks I should feel lucky, like I was given some kind of gift at Revolution. What they used to call you, man? The world's greatest opportunist? Something like that? You gotta appreciate the irony. Yeah. I scored the game-winning shot at the buzzer in front of 11,000 people, and I'll do that every single time. But I should have never been in that position to begin with. I should have got that guy out of there. I should have put him on ice before Christian even had a chance to tie his boots. I underestimated Adam Copeland. I heard him. I knew I heard him. He was hurt. He didn't care. Glassy eyes, sucking wind, can't turn his head side to side, twitchy fingers, can't get his legs up underneath him. I know he was hurt and he didn't care. He just kept coming forward and coming forward and coming forward. Whatever Adam Copeland is made of, it is rare. And I can admire that, but you want to complain about the rules? Take the rules. Take disqualifications, take countouts, take whatever you want. Take the rules. Call a street fight, call it whatever you want, whatever you think looks cool on a poster, Copeland. You take the rules, I'll take your excuses. My dad always told me, measure twice, cut once. I underestimated the depth of Adam Copeland's resolve, his toughness, his grit, his will to climb step by step to the top of the mountain no matter what avalanches befall him. And there's a reason I'm the world champion. There are many differences between amateurs and professionals, one of which I never make the same mistake twice.
A can't-miss Dynamite coming up 1 week from tonight. Mox versus Cope, the street fight. Taz, a very, very dangerous match for both men.
Absolutely. It's dangerous for sure for their futures in their careers. Both men have a ton of experience in Mox and Cope. It's going to be wild next week.
Hologram. But next week gonna be lit. I want to see that street fight.
Introducing first from Teotihuacan, 100.
Has this opportunity for double payback for...
But all of a sudden, Derlichico goes to the mask.
Trying to rip it off that, that was the story when these two... Brian changes up Mox. Derlichico.
He is...
Now looking for a springboard. Oh, but the spine buster counter.
That's it.
2, 3.
With the powerhouse, baby.
Yeah. Getting the win. Hologram.
What do we have here?
Lance Archer and Mark Davis. Davis, the man that will face Mark Briscoe.
Member of the Don Callis family.
This Saturday night at Collision. An International Championship Eliminator Tournament for a spot in next week's 4-way match. But fans, right now, our colleague Alicia Toot caught up with the dominant AEW World Tag Team Champions after Revolution.
I'm here trying to get huge win tonight at AEW Revolution. Guys, just a moment of your time. Congratulations on tonight's win. What's next for the Hurt Syndicate?
You know, I just want to know whose ass we're going to beat next. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My boys, the Hurt Syndicate. Nobody works harder. They're not even talking about time off. They want to know when's the next fight. Who do they get to beat next? And that's what I love about the dynamic we have. But because no one works harder than the Hurt Syndicate, nobody should play harder than the Syndicate. As the great C.T. Fletcher once said, somebody's got to be the baddest. And as you guys have already proven by your second consecutive AEW Tag Team Championship title defense, you are the baddest. Now it's time to be the chillest. We're in sunny Southern California. Malibu's about an hour that way. Vegas is a little while that way.
Gold's Gym is...
No Gold's Gym. No Gold's Gym. Listen, I want you guys to enjoy some sun, some fun, some beautiful ladies. Take a week off. We'll get back to business next week. Don't worry about coming to TV. I got that covered. Go enjoy yourselves. Take some time off. Enjoy yourselves.
Tell you what, we'll take a time off. But that whole no gym thing, it's still our set, brother.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The Hurt Syndicate is the most dominant faction in professional wrestling today. My boys don't want time off. They want to fight more. They want to do what they do better than anyone on the planet. They want to hurt people.
We hurt people.
A well-deserved break for Bobby Lashley.
All In production began on a new motion picture.
In my lip.
A well-deserved round of applause for the AEW Women's World Champion.
Absolutely, Excalibur, an amazing performer, an amazing champion.
With stitches in my lip, staples in my head. And glass in my ass, I stand before you to tell you that this tramp is still the champ. This past Sunday at Revolution, it was my Hollywood ending, and a chunk of my heart will be gone forever. But when I look at this, it was well worth it. And now it's time for a new beginning. It is my honor to be your AEW Women's World Champion. Because this is the most talented locker room in all of professional wrestling. But we have so many different champions. The other world title is in a bloody briefcase. We have forever champions. We have belt collectors. But when you fight with me, it's like visiting the zoo. Because I bleed like a pig, I lick like a giraffe, and I will eat you like a lion. But I promise you'll never hear me meow, because I promise that I am no pussy. Nobody swings like Tony Storm, so ladies, put your keys in the bowl and let's get this orgy started. It will be messy and it will be sweaty. But it will always be
only timeless, damn it, she's priceless.
Well, putting the locker room on.
Oh, Megan Bain. Talk about a killjoy. Damn.
Interrupting the moment from timeless Toni Storm. And Toni Storm, she put the offer out there, Tony said, throw your keys in the bowl.
Right, and Megan Bain is undefeated in the AEW.
Wow,
I mean, that's not killing her momentum. She loses. Nah, I think it's too early for her. They could have waited till double or nothing at least.
This is a Dynasty International Championship Eliminator Tournament match. Set for one fall, a 20-minute time limit. Currently entering from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast Mortos.
Well, the Dynasty AEW International Championship Eliminator Tournament kicking off here tonight. And as you see, there are no easy matches, Tony, but the Beast Mortos. But
his opponent.
Who's it going to be?
package a few weeks ago, but Speedball Mike Bailey has arrived here in AEW, filling that wild card slot, and an even tougher draw for the Beast Mortos. Don't let that babyface of Mike Bailey fool you. He's a fourth-degree black belt in Taekwondo, a hugely accomplished professional wrestler, giving a high five with his foot.
Yeah, great flexibility in that. Kicking that high five, but yeah, no, Speedball can go, man. You gotta watch those feet, watch those hands. Like he's just basically laid out here. Beast Mortos had no idea who he's facing in this International Championship Eliminator Tournament. Welcome to AEW, Mr. Speedball.
Yeah, Taz, he's won many, many championships all around the world. Great Britain and Japan. And
using those chops to back Mortos up.
Perplex, not sure, but
crescent kick, he just knocked his block off. 1, 2, 3. Ball Monday night and putting him one win away. Let's head to the back and Renee.
Match. You did this during the main event, turning the world title match into a three-way match. Why did you think that that was the time to do that?
Yeah, exactly. Dumbass.
You're related to John Moxley. And I refuse to speak to anybody that's related to John Moxley. So this could very well be the most boring interview in history.
Relations.
If you could just elaborate on...
If you could just take a hint, I realize you're blonde and not very smart, that I do not want you here. Get the hell out of my sight. I'm gonna make it perfectly clear. I am still the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion, and I demand my contract be returned to me. The incompetence of that referee is unbelievable. When I handed that contract to him and I signed it, I specifically said it was for a one-on-one championship match against Cope. He turned it into a three-way match without me knowing. So I was not expecting John Moxley to grab me in an illegal chokehold. But be that as it may, I did not tap out. And I damn sure did not pass out. I was simply relegating my breathing, getting ready to turn the hold around. That's what I was doing. I should be standing here right now.
Just making excuses.
Oh.
My breathing. But be that as it may, I did not tap out. And I damn sure did not pass out. I was simply relegating my breathing, getting ready to turn the hold around. That's what I was doing. I should be standing here right now.
Just making excuses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to make sure what's his face
You're just
doing.
making excuses. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to these people. You lied to us. Do you not remember the original plan?
What was that?
Maybe if you stuck with the plan, you would be AEW World Champion right now. So not only do you owe all of us an explanation, I think you owe us an apology.
All right. I'm sorry it's come to this, Nick. got something to say? Say it. But just know that when you do, you'll be back working the midnight shift at Waffle House. Say it. Who are you to question me and my tactics and what I decide to do? Let me ask you a question, man. How many world titles have you ever won? Let me ask you another question, Nick. How many world titles did your biological father ever win?
Oh.
You should be thanking your lucky stars that I found you. Because you could have ended up like a loser, like your father. A coward that died in front of your mother's face. Something that would never happen to me. I'm not a coward. Are you questioning me? You don't think I'm good enough, Nick? Is that what it is? I am going to be the AEW World Champion if it's the last thing I do on this earth. So I'd suggest you shut your mouth and keep riding my coattails. Because the next time we have this conversation will be the last time.
Well, according to Crybaby Christian Cage, it's not a dream denied, but just a dream delayed in terms of the AEW World Championship. But fans, let's take you back to this past...
I'm standing outside MJF's locker room for the last 10 minutes. We've been trying to get a word in with him after his devastating loss to Hangman Adam Page. Earlier, we heard a lot of commotion and yelling, so let's just try to get a word with him.
Better than you know it. Look at you in front.
Max, excuse me.
Get out.
What?
Well, obviously, MJF very emotional after that loss to Hangman Adam Page. It was an incredible contest. Could have gone either way, as they say, Taz. Yeah. But unfortunately for MJF, went in the favor of Hangman Page.
Well, it's pretty evident MJF extremely disappointed in himself. But Hangman and Max definitely had an insanely physical battle for sure. We'll get to you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I agree.
MJ.
It could have gone in any way, either way. But that is a crybaby temper tantrum that we saw. Well, I wouldn't call him a crybaby. I mean, he's frustrated. That's what I just got from him punching a mirror. You know, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. You know what I mean? I get it. I understand that. Cut my music. Cut my music.
Cut his music, man. Cut his music.
I have a splitting headache. My hand hurts. My body hurts. But what hurts the most is the fact that I know it. All you stupid schmucks watching at home know it. All you dumb, ignorant losers in this podunk town knows it. I had that match won on Sunday. But your cowardly cowboy decided to cheap shot me just like he did back in 2019 and get a fluke victory. Congrats, Hangman.
Not quite the way I remember it.
Me neither. But I'll tell you this. They could chant your name all they want, cowboy, because I'm not upset anymore, and I'll tell you why. I've thought long and hard about it, and the fact of the matter is, Hangman, I am 10 times smarter than you and all your stupid, ignorant fans ever will be. I think 10 steps ahead of each and every single one of you. I will get mine, cowboy. So heed these words. This thing between me and you, it ain't over, boy. Not by a long shot.
Okay, well the score is 1-1. Oh shoot.
Wait a second.
What?
MVP. He gave Bobby Lashley in the night Benjamin the week off.
What?
Doesn't include MVP.
Why is he coming out?
I'm surprised he's coming out. I'm not sure why or what's up here.
This is very interesting on many levels.
Oh, that MVP, we've heard it from him himself. And the Hurt Syndicate always recruiting.
Correct. Maybe that's what this is. Who knows? Maybe not.
Yo, we hurt people. 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 We hurt people.
I'm afraid of that. Oh, they went to the gym.
MVP. MJF.
Hmm.
Wow. How the hell you been, man? What are you doing out here, dude? Man, listen, obviously, I've been doing magnificently well, but I came out here to talk to you. I got a few things I want to tell you. No, I'm proud of them. Yeah. Look, no, listen, look. You're not the same bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 18-year-old kid I met, what was that, 8 years ago now? Yeah. They don't know about that, right? Can I tell you guys about my history with Maxwell Jacob Friedman? Good, I'm glad you want to hear it because I'm going to tell you anyway. When young Maxwell Jacob Friedman was 18 years old, he once volunteered to drive me to a documentary film about HR from Bad Brains. I was in Philly, it was in Asbury Park, the whole thing. But he, MJF, volunteered to drive me for the low price of being able to sit next to me and ask questions about the professional wrestling business. And what impressed me wasn't that he was asking questions, it was the questions that he asked. His intelligence early on showed me that this was a kid to be reckoned with and that I would see him around. And then not long after that, what was it? It was an indie company in South Florida where we got to meet again. And on such a small stage, I saw that you had, what do you guys say nowadays? Huge aura. I knew then that you were going to be a star. That's why I was so eager to work with you. That's why I was so happy to share my knowledge with you, because you had a certain intuition and temerity that you can't teach. But what I love about it is you told me back then that one day you would be a heavyweight main event world champion. And you, my friend, did everything you said you were going to do. And it's for that reason that I'm proud of you. But what I am not proud of, and what I know you can't possibly be proud of, is what happened to you on Sunday. What are you doing, man? Why are you out here talking to these people about what happened to you? Some would say whining to these people about what happened to you on Sunday. Max, how come you're not angry? How come you're not kicking people? How come you're not smashing things, punching people in the face? Max, how come you're not hurting people? You see, I know the answer to that question. The answer is that you have lost your edge. You. The boys in the back, look how they treat you. Look how they talk. They don't respect you anymore, man. And even worse, they don't fear you. But you know who they do fear?
Bobby Lashley shooting.
They fear the Hurt Syndicate.
Yup.
And that, my friend, is what you were missing. See, I was able to help you once a long time ago, and perhaps, just perhaps, I might be able to help you again.
Ooh.
You see, when I first showed up here, when I was handing out this card, it was more a matter of me trying to introduce myself to people. But that's changed because now everybody understands that where MVP and the Hurt Syndicate go, championships go as well. This card is not just a business card, it's a golden ticket. It's an opportunity to change your career. So maybe young Maxwell Jacob Friedman, it's time for you and I to talk some business.
Ooh. With all due respect, as you know, it is a very short list of people that I do respect in this sport, and you're one of them. However, I'm not the same bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kid I was all those years ago. With all due respect, I don't need your help, and I damn sure don't need your advice. I'm MJF, and whether these morons want to hear it or not, I was the world champion for 406 consecutive days.
Really?
Focus on the word was.
Not often you see MVP make the same offer twice, Taz.
No, he's not going to waste his time, MVP. Seems like MJF has some decisions to make here. A decision to make, I should say.
Certainly a lot to mull over from that man, MJF.
Fresno, you are looking live at the best wrestler alive.
I like how he rhymed live and alive.
It's amazing. Just
And thanks to all the Maximaniacs, Platinum Max has the most popular shirt on Shop AEW. And that proves that I always was and always will be the top star of the Acclaimed. Platinum Max also has the most popular chant in all of AEW. We tried it last week, Fresno, let's give it a shot. Let's go, Max, you're the best wrestler alive. Let's go, Max, you're the best wrestler alive. Let's
It's
go.
a great chant. It really is. It's smooth. It's really smooth when he does it. It just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, literally.
All right. So obviously the people in Fresno are stupid. And whoever answers my open challenge, they're stupid as well. So let's see who can survive the best wrestler alive.
All right, these open challenges have not been working out well for
Who's this?
Master, and it's not going to be any better, I don't think.
Oh shit.
From Osaka, Japan, weighing 232 pounds, the Alpha Kanosuke Takeshita.
Kanosuke Takeshita, the former AEW International Champion.
Hey! Hulk Takeshita. Guys, thank you for your concern. Takeshita, there's no way you're here to fight me. I'm the best wrestler alive. I mean, dude, I'd freaking kill you. What are we doing?
What?
You must be here to invite me into the Don Callis family, right? That's interesting. Imagine what the Don Callis family can do for the best wrestler alive. Maybe I could main event the Tokyo Dome. Maybe I could get that recording contract. Stop. Or maybe, Takeshita, I could do the thing that you weren't able to do and beat Kenny Omega.
Oh!
Shut him up. Knocked him out.
Oh, shit.
Takeshita. Kick out there by
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Of course, Takeshita's upset being defeated by Kenny Omega this past Sunday at Revolution, but
big mistake by Max Excalibur. Big mistake.
Raging fire. Takeshita 1, 2, 3, and he's back in the win column.
The Alpha Kanuski.
Rebuild actions. It was Gravity. Gravity embracing his mother at ringside.
It's a massive opportunity for Gravity to be in the ring with a legend in Jericho.
Aubrey Edwards is just throwing this out because of this gang assault. In comes Bandito.
Protecting his brother, but he's still outnumbered. This learning tree, listen, they're bad people.
What is he trying to prove here?
Oh, wait a second. Jericho taking the mask off. The most disrespectful thing you could do to a luchador.
Oh, look at his mother.
These are not competitors. These are civilians.
He's threatening his mother. He's threatening his sister.
When you think you've seen it all from Chris Jericho, he surprised you, unfortunately, with something like this.
Gravity. It's the perfect word, isn't it, Bandito? Because that's exactly what has been introduced into our situation. Gravity. The temperature of the room has changed, hasn't it? I know you can feel it, Bandito. And you know why? It's because I humiliated you in front of your family. I embarrassed your brother and stole his mask. I scared your precious sister. I made your mother cry in front of you, Bandito. How do you come back from that? How do you ever look her in the eye again, knowing the disappointment she has in you? It's a shame, isn't it? Maybe you brought this upon yourself, I don't know, or maybe you're just the unlucky son of a bitch who was standing in the way of Chris Jericho when I decided to stop letting people take advantage of me and stop letting people get so comfortable around me. Your life has changed forever, Bandito. It's not a good thing. I know you know that. The gravity.
Disgusting actions by the Nueve, by the Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho.
Wrestling from Long Island, New York, Willow.
Time was Tony Storm, but no, forward into the ropes. Willow takes her down. Big shoulder tackle, and you mentioned those 2 wins that Penelope scored.
Bloody tooth, whatever it is, Willow.
Tough match for
second. Penelope.
Steel chair.
The chair least. Statlander, as we met. I'm not sure she realizes Statlander came to her aid. Oh, Megan Bayne! Willow. Statlander up and down.
Impressive for sure.
Renee, I got kicked in the throat on Sunday. Help me out. I got you. Fresno, say hello to your CEO. Thank you. You are welcome. Mercedes, a huge congratulations to you. Another very impressive victory at Revolution. You are now 15-0 in TBS championship matches. I also understand that you have asked for Billy Starks to join us. Now, ladies, thank you for agreeing to no physicality during this interview. But Billy, we saw you during Revolution. You were watching Mercedes and Momo, clearly taking some notes. What's something that you learned?
Not to get kicked in the throat. sorry, my bad. Sorry, just trying to lighten the mood. But on a serious note, you've accomplished a lot being here, covered in gold. But I've accomplished a lot here too. I was the first inaugural ROH TV champion at 19. And me and you aren't that quite different. We started very young. Wrestling is our everything. This is our lives. And you're the one that says money changes everything, right? Well, I've been looking for a change. Next week, I'm looking to change into a champion.
You know what, Billy? You are way out of your league. But I appreciate that you are a student of the game. But next week, kiddo, I am going to prove to you that there is a price to pay when you mess with Mercedes money.
All right. Release
Will Ospreay! Twin Os banged up right now. One of the most incredible nights of action in AEW history.
All right.
You missed Ray. It's definitely not 100%.
Mate, honestly, look, I got about 4 stitches here. This bit of head is glued together. I've no idea how I got this. I think I got stabbed. But other than that, I made it out alive, people.
Well, you know, after the cage match that we saw on Saturday in Revolution, it's amazing that you are still standing from what we saw from up top on the cage, for crying out loud.
Mate, honestly, I was scared for my life. And the scariest bit for me is that Kyle Fletcher, at that age, I was struggling to keep up with him. It was taking every bit of it out of me. And I want to thank everyone in the arena, everyone at home for the support that carried me through. Listen, one day, Kyle Fletcher will be a world champion.
Oh.
And I hope that the next time we meet, I can still stand here and say that I am the better man. But I won't lie to you guys. I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm in a bit of trouble with my wife. Like, honestly, right? Which is fair enough. I lied to her. I know, I can feel you judging me. But listen, I had to lie. Come with me. Look, so it's Saturday. It's the day before the cage match. She gets on the phone. She's like, babe, I'm nervous. I'm scared. Please don't do anything stupid off the cage. I said, babe, I'm not doing anything stupid off the cage. I'm in my 30s now. I've got back problems. I'm not going up there. You're having a laugh. I then realized we're on Amazon Prime. And, well, I realized it was bad when I was standing up there looking down at everyone, and I saw camera phone, and there was this guy in a green shirt like this. Don't die. So then I go back, I look at my phone, 15 missed calls from the missus.
Oh.
So at that moment, we all know, guys, we know we're in trouble. So I call her back, boop, like pulling a pin out of an hand grenade, hoping for the best. She's being real nice to me. She's going, oh, babe, thank God you're all right. Well done. I love you so much. Well done. I thought, babe, thank you. I'm emotionally spent. I can't tell you what's going on. She went, you jumped off the flipping cage. I said, look, thankfully, guys, I'm a charming man. I was able to charm my way out of this. I said, babe, I'm back on Friday. I'll cook you a nice dinner, and I'll give you a damn good seeing to. Don't worry about it.
All right. Banged up. I get it. I understand all of that. What is next for Will Ospreay?
Oh, that's a very good point. What is next? Well, I said after that cage match, I want to be the guy. And to be the guy, there should be something around my waist, right? But there's an issue.
I was still thinking about that story.
There's an issue. Next week, Cope's got his world title match. Then at Dynasty, Swerve's got his world title match. So it leaves me to ask, when do I call my shot? It makes me wonder.
No boy, nothing.
When does it matter most?
chance?
Down right here, the chance. And I have set myself an
Bro.
objective. I have set myself a mission because I want to be in the main event Saturday, 12th of July at Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Field. And I know one way I can get there, by entering the Owen Hart tournament. I plan on going through every single person that stands in my way. So if it is you, Cope, I can't wait for the first time ever that I meet you one-on-one. It will be my pleasure. If it is Swerve, my boy, I cannot wait for that rematch. But if it's Moxley,
Ooh.
the one true king, well, my king, and warning in advance, an assassin is coming for the throne. I want to be the world champion because they trust me with AEW. I want to be the guy because I know I can do it. I want to be the world champion because my name is Will Ospreay and I am on another level.
Wow, man. Wednesday at Dynasty.
Joining me now, Jay
Ospreay, 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 Ospreay. Look, Willie, you really are on another level. It is great to see you. It's great to hear from you, Will. Who knows, maybe one day, sometime soon, me and you can see each other in the ring again. Maybe, but for now, I want to congratulate you on Revolution. And here you are just a couple of nights later, after going to war in that cage, and you are begging for more, calling your shot, saying you will be the AEW World Champion at All In, huh, Will? Look, Will, if you want that to happen, they're just going to have to keep protecting you and keeping you from me like they've always done. I'm sorry, Renee, did you have a question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up Revolution. Let's talk you, Adam Copeland, the briefcase. What happened?
Are you asking or accusing?
I'm asking.
Look. I get it. After what happened at Revolution, everybody wants to know, did I hit Cope with the briefcase on purpose?
Obviously not.
Renee, do you think I did it on purpose? You know what? Let's throw it to the Fresno faithful. Fresno, do you think I did it on purpose? Look, the answer is no. I said I would have that man's back. I said I would see him in as the new AEW World Champion, and I failed at that. Now, luckily, next week he gets a chance at redemption in his rematch with Mox, but as far as the #1 contender goes, whose house? Look, Swerve Smurv. I've given everything to taking down the Death Riders and dethroning Jon Moxley. I had the championship won at World's End, but the rat saved his king, and I will be damned if I let anybody else take my rightful place as the #1 contender to the AEW World Champion. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you, Jay. Stick with us, guys. Plenty more to come here on Dynamite as we head into our
coming
main
for that belt.
event.
Everybody's coming for that belt.
Hechicero versus Orange Cassidy.
Everybody coming for that belt.
Hangman, a huge congratulations to you on your win over MJF at Revolution. But you're a man around here that seemingly always has a target on his back. What do you want to do next?
Look, at Revolution, I took MJF.
Whoa.
Oh, cowboy. You want me to finish breaking your neck? No, I don't think so. I think I have something that's going to hurt you worse. Max, I've been thinking about last week. You tried to light me on fire. Yeah. Here's the thing about that. I don't believe you. When you do something like that, you have to mean it. Really mean it. And you know what else I don't believe you about? Sunday, you let the mask slip, didn't you? And I was right. You care about what these people think about you.
You thought I was bluffing about lighting you on fire, Hangman? Honestly, good. Well, first of all, I'm going to take a little step back because you smell like rotten ass. And second of all, what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to make sure to call your bluff a little bit here Okay, Hanger? Okay. I don't think you realize what happens next now in your story. See, right now you feel all high and mighty. You're on your high horse. You beat MJF. Congratulations. Someone who is a far superior professional wrestler than you. Fluke victory. We're 1-1. Good stuff. But here's what happens next. Now I go on to become a multiple-time world champion. I go on to become a first ballot Hall of Famer. I go on to go down as one of the greatest of all time. You know what you're going to do, Hanger? Gosh, you're going to do what you do best, bud. You're going to scratch and claw your way all the way up to the top of the mountain, and just as you're about to reach the pinnacle, you'll come tumbling all the way down, wallowing in your own self-pity. But you know what's funny? When your mask slips off, you know what I notice? I notice that your biggest insecurity is the fact that you don't think you deserve their love. And guess what, Hanger? You're right. Because one day, these people are going to get sick and tired of waiting for you to win the big one. Because you never will. You're never going to make them proud. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to win that world title over and over and over again, and I will be laughing at you the entire way up that mountain. Well, we'll see, won't we?
Something tells me Hangman Adam Page and MJF are going to be intertwined for years to come. But fans, right now, it's main event time live on Dynamite. With Zack Sabre Jr. Forbidden Door last year. Match, Undisputed Kingdom, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Cassidy. Orange Cassidy. That tonight to earn the first spot in the four-way match. Speedball by Orange Cassidy going down next Wednesday night at Dynamite. Plus the street fight, Cope and Mox. Next Wednesday night at Dynamite. We'll see you there. Good night, everybody.
That was hot. I'm looking forward to that street fight though. Clearly it's gonna be good though, but I want to see this street fight with Cope and Mox. That's gonna be the talk of the theme next week. All right, y'all.